My name is Beth. I'm from the Westmead Institute for Medical Research, and today I'll be presenting my FameLab talk, Keeping an Eye on HIV. So you know that moment when a spider suddenly starts making its way across your wall, so you immediately go and hit it with a bug spray, only for the spider to kind of sit there twitching a little bit before getting up and going on its merry way? That's kind of what HIV is like. Now, don't get me wrong, we have incredible HIV treatments that have done wonders in terms of both increasing lifespan, but also in some cases virtually ending transmission. But it's just like a spider. We haven't actually killed it, we've just stunned it. And for people living with HIV, taking medicine is a daily occurrence in order to keep the virus in check. But it's more than that. Even in 2021, we are still facing global issues of access, cost, and side effects. And that's not even beginning to go into the incredibly insidious and complex nature of stigma that lies at the heart of many of these issues. So how then can we begin to move from an HIV treatment into an HIV cure? Well, ironically, our approaches are actually pretty similar to a spider. We're either trying to hit it really hard or cover it with something so it can't move anymore, just in the body and just with a virus. However, we face one large hurdle, well, many large hurdles, but one in particular, you actually face with a spider. As soon as you stop looking at it, it's run off into a corner, never to be seen again. Even with people in HIV on long-term treatment, even if we can't see any virus immediately in the bloodstream, we know it's there, hiding in a cell, just waiting to come out. So that's why if you want to catch a spider, it's generally a two-man operation, right? One person runs off to find the boot or the glass or whatever it is you're looking for. And the second person stays in that room and keeps an eye on the spider. I am that person who's keeping an eye on HIV. Now, unfortunately, keeping an eye on HIV is slightly more difficult than trying to watch a spider as it runs across your wall. To do this, we have to get blood from someone who's living with HIV. And then we take their cells and we have a look at the virus that's hiding in those cells using genome sequencing, kind of similar to what you've heard during the COVID pandemic. So what kind of information can genome sequencing provide that gets us towards a cure? Well, for a start, we've come to realize recently that over 90% of the virus that's in someone living with HIV is actually dead. 90% of it can do nothing at all. In terms of a cure, this is amazing. What we have to hit to result in a cure just went from here to here. And that just gives us so much hope. But it's more than that. We are beginning to understand now where this here is. By looking at the cells from which the spider and the virus actually comes from, we can understand where it's hiding. We've recently come to understand that we find a lot of our live HIV in cells that are just a little bit older and a little bit more mature. And we call these effector memory CD4 positive T cells. This is really important for a virus, just as it is for a spider. If you know where the alive stuff is, much easier to go in and remove it. There is still a really, really long way to go. But with the information that we're beginning to gather now, hands in hand with our colleagues who are developing the thick boots and strong glasses, and of course, in tandem with the incredible community, we're beginning to take these first steps in which we can finally trap this HIV spider and remove it for the body for good.